Hi, everyone, again. My name is Alex Cleland. I'm a tech support engineer here at iSpring, and I would like to present the features of iSpring Suite Max to you and show you how you can build an online course that your learners will enjoy. But before we start, please let me share my screen. So you can launch iSpring Suite from your desktop with the launcher by clicking on the small icon. You can click create the course and it will launch a PowerPoint. And you can also go to iSpring Suite tab right on your PowerPoint as an add-in. So I have already prepared 3 slides before the webinar. And I would like to show you the slide templates that you can download from iSpring Content Library. Click here. Luckily, I don't have to search for all of this online or bother a designer because I can find all of this in the content library, which is a part of iSpring Suite Max. Each template has ready-made slides on different parts of the course, such as title, main menu, video, theme, and much more. I already prepared 3 slides before the webinar. So I will show you what you can do to customize them. The first slide is just the name of the course, and we will work now with the second slide. In the second slide, I would like to add a kind of introduction to my students. And to introduce my learners to the topic, I want to share a video. There are different types to add a video to your course in iSpring 11. You can create a new video, you can record your screen, you can add a video from YouTube by clicking here, or you can insert it as a web object. In my case, I will use the YouTube video. So I click here and I will copy and paste my link. Let me quickly do that. Okay, I will paste the link here and click preview. Okay, looks great. Then I click OK, and the video will be inserted right into the slide. It might take just a few seconds. Okay, now I think I will need to resize it a little bit to make it match the picture. Looks great. Okay, now we can move on. And I should say that I've spent less than 10 minutes to create these slides before the webinar and just 1 minute to insert the video in a ready-made template. And I think this is super easy and fun and saves you lots of time because you don't have to search for all this online. You can use templates for your course design right in iSpring Suite. And I think I would like to add a character from the content library here. So I click characters. Oh, sorry. Okay. And I think I will use the illustration. Talking about the content library, besides the real photos, we have hand-drawn characters and backgrounds, and this is a collection of 24 characters of different ages, nationalities, and professions. Let's select the hand-drawn character. I think I will select Eileen. Okay, let's select this one and insert her into the slide. Let's resize it a little bit and put in the right position. I think I will enlarge the character, and yes, we will save it this way. Okay, I think now the slide looks good, doesn't it? What do you think of it? And I think adding characters in your course is super fun, and it creates an emotional connection between the learner and the content as well, as involves them in more training process. And what do you think of that? Do you agree with this? Okay, And also, if you're adding characters to your course, you can make the slide even more engaging and add an audio narration to it. For example, add a speech bubble or convert the text to audio by using our text-to-speech feature. Look, you can learn more about this feature in our article, and the link will be shared by my colleague in the chat shortly. Let's preview these 3 slides. To do that, I need to click Preview and preview entire presentation. Here in a preview, you can see how your course will look like on different devices, such as desktop, tablets, and even smartphones. Okay. But I think this player doesn't really match the design of my course, so I would like to change it. And to do that, I will go to player settings. Let's see what we have here. First, we can change the player from universal to video lecture or set no player, just to leave it as a PowerPoint presentation. But I will save it as the universal player. You can find some more standard presets on the top of the player and also in the color scheme section right here. In the iSpring Suite 11, you can add a gradient color to your course player. We have some ready-made themes with gradients, for example, dark red. And I think we select the light green gradient. It will match the design better. Okay. And we can also save this theme and call it, for example, my custom green theme. Okay. And here we can change the page background, the player text, button fill. To do that, we will click this small icon and choose the gradient colors. So you see that the button of the player has changed. But I won't change anything here. I just save the theme. Okay, let's move on. And I would like to tell you about other features of the player. Here you can change the buttons, the shape of the buttons, and I think I will drag it to 20 and save it this way. You can also change the font of your presentation of the player, so you see that the font is changing, but I will leave it as it is. And you can create your own custom layout. To do that, you need to click this plus icon and remove some things that you don't want to see in your player, or you can also add some other tools that you would like to add. For example, I don't want the top bar, so I just can remove it or remove the title of the presentation. In the bottom bar, I think I won't need the playback speed and the volume in my course. So you can also navigate the progress bars, sidebar of this part, outline and notes, and much more. But I would save this way. When you finish with the player settings, you click apply and close. And now as the player has changed, we can move on. And I would like to tell you about the great feature that we have here to make your course. It will make your course more interactive and engaging. We will create an interaction together with you. To do that, I need to click Insert and add a new simple slide. Then I go back to iSpring Suite and click Interaction. Here, You can create a new interaction or select from some recent interactions that you've created before, but we will just create a new one. So I click New Interaction. As you can see, iSpring Suite has 14 types of interactions, and it is a huge variety of training. It can be helpful for a huge variety of training situations. With these interactive templates, you can preset your training content and engage your learners. For example, interactions will help you to show the history of your company, your product details, and an interactive pie chart with your data. For my course, I will select the circle diagram. I select it and click Create Interaction. Okay. Here you can start by adding introduction and summary slides here, but I will skip this part because I don't need them in my course. And in this type of interaction, you can see the core content, the segments, and layers. I don't need layers in this one, so I just click and delete it. And I will need one more segment here. Okay, that was easy. And now let me insert my text into the segments and core content. I will go to my file that I've prepared before the webinar. Okay. It will just take 1 minute or so. Now let's work with layers. So if you already have some pre-made material for your courses, for example, if you used offline training and you have some Word documents, PDFs, files, you can easily turn them into e-learning courses. All you need to do is to copy and paste the material to the type of interaction that you think will better visualize your content and help learners to memorize it. Okay, and the last one. Great. When your interaction is done, you can preview it like we did with the course by clicking Preview here, Preview from the beginning. You can navigate the interaction by clicking on its parts or by clicking the buttons here on the player. I don't really think that this orange color matches the design of my course, so I will just change it. To do that, I close the preview and go to the color scheme. Okay, let's start with the first layer, and I will select the dark green, probably this one, and in the second layer, I will select the lighter version of this color. Okay, I think it looks great. You can also set some properties, change the size, and so on. I think I will remove the title of the interaction. I think now it looks better, so I click Apply and Close. Okay, I think we've made the interaction, and now we can click Save and Return to course. Let's continue, and after creating an interaction, I would like to show you how you can create a role play with iSpring Suite. The role play comes in handy when you need to prepare your employee for working with clients. With iSpring, you can easily create effective role plays that help your learners practice their skills in a safe environment and avoid the most common mistakes when working with people. To create the role play, first I'm going to add a new PowerPoint slide. Again, I click Home and create a new slide. Then I go to iSpring Suite and click Role Play. Here, you can create a new role play or select from the recent files that you've created. And I've created a small role play before the webinar just to save the time. And now I will open it and we will create the last two scenes together with you. So this is how the dialect tree looks like. You can color the scenes so it will be easier for you to navigate through the role play when you are creating it. Okay, to create a new scene, you can click here, new scene, or you can set branching by dragging like that. When the person, for example, answers planet, he or she will be redirected to this scene with the comment. So here in the new scene, we have three tabs: the content, images, and properties. In content, I would like to add a message. I will open the file and copy the message. Just a second. Okay, I click add message and paste the text right here. Here you can change the emotions of the character, and in images you set the character and the background. If you don't have any characters on your computer, and you won't have to search for them online on the internet, you can insert characters right from the content library. To do that, you click here and you can select character from the list below. Add characters from built-in content library. We have lots of characters, like thousands of them. Or you can create a character, you can upload a character from your computer. So I will leave it as it is with my character, because we have already seen her in my course. So I will just click close. And the same with the background. You can also use the backgrounds from the list below, or add backgrounds from the content library. And in properties, I would like to color my scene red. So this means that the answer is incorrect. And we will do the same with the last scene. I will again copy and paste the text, and in properties, I will color it red. Once you finish with all the settings, you've created all the scenes, you can go to properties, enable or disable role play evaluation. I think I will disable it. So just simple knowledge check. I would even say self-check. And you can customize some settings in player. The navigation, the color scheme, and for example, add the title or change the font. I will save it. Okay, I think that's it with the role play. But if you have some additional questions, please ask them in chat, and I will be happy to answer them after the session. Okay, we click save and return to course. I think the next step will be a quiz that will be a real knowledge check at the end of the course. So I need to click new slide and create an empty slide. Then I go back to iSpring Suite and click quiz to create a new one. Here in iSpring Quiz Maker, you can create graded quizzes or survey questions. So let's create a graded quiz. Okay. I would like to tell you a little bit more about the Quiz Maker. So here in the quiz editor, you can create info slides, question groups, or three types of introduction slides, like intro slide, user info, or introduction slide. And here we have 14 types of questions. You can choose any of them. For example, multiple choice, true and false, matching, and more advanced questions like drag and drop. I'll create a simple multiple response. So I will just need select it and then add the question and the choices. To do that, again, I will go to my file where I've prepared the questions in advance. So this is the first question. When you create your questions, please don't forget to mark the correct answers. In my case, all of the answers are correct, so I will check all of them. And the last one. I just started typing, and here it is. And let's add one more question. It will be matching. Okay, again, I go to my file and copy and paste it. If you already have some quizzes that you keep in Word format or PDF or Excel, you can copy and paste them right here to turn them into online quizzes. And we also have a great feature that you can use to make your job easier. You can import Excel template with your questions that you create in Excel, and they automatically become an online quiz. If you'd like to know more about it, I think my colleague can share the link to the article. Okay. The questions are ready. And here in iSpring Quiz Maker, we have two tabs: the form view, where you actually build your questions and answers, and the slide view. The slide view shows you how your learners will see the quiz. I will tell you a little bit more about it just in a minute. First, I would like to show you that you can customize the feedback. You just need to click these three ellipses, and you can set the feedback for correct or incorrect answers. You can use the one that is written right here by default, but you can change it. And in the slide view, you can see how the feedback will look like. Okay. Here on the right, we also have some advanced options, like you can give user number of attempts, limit time to answer the question, shuffle answers, and so on. Let's go to the slide view. Here, you can insert audio, video, pictures. You can insert characters, again, from the content library that is built in iSpring Quiz Maker, as well as iSpring Suite. You can set the backgrounds from content library, and I'm going to show you how it will look like. I think I will need offices. Okay, click insert. And then I go to design tab, format background, and just click apply to all. Okay, but I think that there is some other design that will fit my course better, this green, and I will save this. And in iSpring Quiz Maker, you can also configure some settings in properties. You can set the quiz title, the quiz scoring, set the passing score, and in question properties, you can give users points for answer correctly, or penalties, set penalties for incorrect answers or for unanswered questions. Set the number of attempt, again, as it was here on the right. Customize the feedback and apply to all of your questions at once. And then the great feature that I know that lots of our clients use it. You can send reports to instructors email. So all you need to do, just enable it and write an email right here. So when your users take the quiz, you can receive their answers and overall results to your email. So when you're done with the settings, you click save. But I didn't put the email here, so I disable it and click save. And here there is also a separate player where you can change some parts of it. For example, I don't want to show the question list and the question number. In navigation, you can change the answer submission. For example, you don't want to reveal the correct answer after failed attempts, so you just disable it. And in the color scheme, you can change the feedback title, the feedback colors right here, as we did in the player of iSpring Quizmaker, iSpring Suite, sorry. And then you click apply and close. When the quiz is done, we click save and return to course. Sure, there is much more in iSpring Quizmaker, but I think if you play around with the tool, you will definitely fall in love with it. But if if I would show you all of these features, it would take hours, trust me. And don't worry, the slides now look static, but when you publish your course to your LMS and HTML5 format, or just preview it, you will see that the course is very interactive. So this is how the interaction looks now. But when we preview it or publish it, we'll see that it is interactive and has more slides in it. Okay, and I think we can move to the publishing options that we have in iSpring Suite. To do that, I click Publish. Let me tell you about the publishing destinations that we have in iSpring Suite. You can publish your course to your computer in HTML5 format or video format. You can publish your course to iSpring Learn. This is our LMS, and if you'd like to find out more about it, if you're interested to learn about it more, we have a dedicated webinar on YouTube on this topic. So let us know, and we will share the link to this webinar in chat. And you can publish to your own LMS and select the publishing format. For example, SCORM 1.2, SCORM 2004, or Experience API, and some others. And you can even publish your course to YouTube. When you publish your course, you can again change the player settings. For example, you can change the player settings as we did at the beginning. You can change the size. For example, in my case, I want the course fit the browser window. You can change the quality to high quality. Okay. Use the protection like watermarks and others. And then you click publish when all the settings are done. And I would like to tell you about iSpring Space. This is an online tool that allows you to create online pages and quizzes and collaborate on them on these courses with your team. To upload your course to iSpring Space, you just click this tab, click Browse, and select the folder here. And it will take like a minute or two to publish your course, and then you can share it with your colleagues. For example, this comes in handy when you work with your team together on the same course and you would like some of your co-workers to review the material, the piece of content that you've created, and leave some comments. So I've published the course that we've created with you in advance, and I will show you how it looks when the course is published. So I'm now in iSpring Space, and this is the course that I've published. Here, my colleagues can leave comments. For example, oh, sorry, let me delete that one and refresh. Okay, just a second. So we can leave comments here. For example, the course is perfect. You can upload it to our LMS and assign it. And the author of the course will receive the comment. And I think it is super easy and saves you lots of time, that you can view the slides online and leave comments for each slide. So let's preview our course from the beginning. I will close the comment section. You can navigate the outline. You can hide it or open it to navigate here. Okay. We can watch the video that we've added from YouTube. We can enlarge it or watch it this way. Okay, I click next. I think I like it with the outline more. This is our character from the content library. The interaction. Okay. And the role play. Let's start the role play. I select the answers. If you make a mistake, you can be redirected to the scene by branching. Okay. And I will show you the scene that we've created together with you. So if I click, for example, planet, that is the comment that we've added with you together. Click continue. And this is the quiz. Let's make a mistake here to see the feedback for incorrect answers. Continue. And this is the matching question. Okay. You can review the quiz and check your answers here. You can also add the options so that your users will have the opportunity to retry the quiz, for example, as many times as you'd like for a knowledge check. Or you can give users just one attempt, for example, if it is some exam and they just have one attempt and they pass or fail the course, the test. So I think this is it with the course. I would also like to mention that we work 24/7 and we have an online chat on our website, and you can call us or email us and send us your questions, and we will take a deep look into each question and we'll be happy to assist you.